Who put this on? This is for Dave. Oh, doom and gloom merchant, Dave.
Yeah, keep your calls coming in. You want to have your say? We've got 10 more minutes before we move on. 03 717 22 33 We're going to be doing a sports bar all week, me and Cundy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, bringing you the nation's favourite, should we say, the sports bar. And we've got big games, so we're going to build up to them. We're going to speak to Matt Spiro in a bit, obviously, Austria v France, which is on tonight. We'll be taking calls straight off. It'd be good to compare the two, actually, won't it? See if France put in a big performance. So, you know, we've seen Germany win. We've seen Spain win. We've seen Holland win. You know, we see Italy got a result. So all the big nations have won. England have won, but it wasn't a great performance. Let's go to Matt. He's a Liverpool fan. All right, Matt.
Matty boy.
You all right? How you go?
Right,
I'm good, Matty. What did you make of that tonight?
It started quite well. I think it is the same old questions with Southgate. But what do people expect?
Well, expect him to learn from the last 3 tournaments and be proactive in games. That's what I want. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, okay. So do I. But if that's not what he's going to give, then why hasn't someone upstairs made the decision to put someone alongside him who can? Because he is good at some things, isn't he? He's good at creating a good atmosphere in the squad. It's a much better atmosphere in the squad than there has been previously.
Yeah.
You know, he's a good organiser in some ways. So why is there not a Harry Redknapp beside him?
Harry Redknapp there, is he? I mean, look, his guy, Steve Holland. That's the guy he turns to. That's the guy he likes, and you have to accept that that's his background stuff.
But Steve Holland is pragmatic as well. Why have the SA not said, right, if you're still in charge, we're having someone alongside you who's going to help you make more attacking decisions when it needs to be made. Like you guys are saying tonight, it's clear as day to most of us who've...
At the end of the day, the gaffer's the gaffer. He makes a decision. You know, Steve Holland's just there to...
Southgate would walk away. I mean, that's basically undermining him as a manager.
You're basically saying we're not quite happy with how you do it.
Yeah, you might as well get rid of him.
And I think the FA are very happy with how he does it. Because he gets to the back end of tournaments all the time now. But... just tonight, it wasn't so much the performance of tonight. It was because you look at it and go, right, we've won the game. It's just, as we know, we're going to get out of this group. We know we're going to win the group. We know it's the same old. And you go, well, hold on a minute. It's like when we come up against a France, you know, we come up against an Italy. If we see that performance and that pragmatic style and that boring nature and that mindset of, we need to conserve energy and we need to sit in, it's just going to be the same old rubbish that we're used to.
The inability to change things is just...
scary.
It's really frustrating.
It is really frustrating because I feel like everyone must have been going mad at the TV tonight saying, please change the left side, please. He didn't change it at all. He left it for the whole game. The
obvious one, and Gord, with Shaw not being available, then for a start, why is there not another left back in the squad? But there isn't. So the obvious answer was Gordon tonight. But also, you guys were saying about Harry Kane was losing the physical battle. I didn't say he was on the bench. He's brilliant. I think you guys a minute ago were saying that Harry Kane was losing the physical battle towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, but Harry Kane, I understand what you're saying, and Ivan Toney, yes, I agree, is an option. But in a big game experience, Harry Kane, yes, he wasn't brilliant, but I tell you what, in the last 5 minutes, he got some big fouls for us. He uses his experience to get his body in positions.
And he was really close to getting the second goal, and then
he's had a header, was a great save. You know, there might be a penalty that you're wanting to take.
Then, I guess.
I just don't think you take Kane off in them moments because them last 5 minutes were massive.
Maybe not as tournament progresses, but in the first game.
But he headed one off the line.
Kane's
he did.
Kane's not there. I felt our problem. We lost control of the game. In the end, we started clearing balls to no one. We were too deep. Bellingham's on the edge of our box. Rice is in the back four. We were too deep as a unit.
Same old England, though.
We lost control of the game. We lost control of the game, and we sat in. Having said that, Serbia really didn't have the ability to hurt us.
No.
But that's where it goes back to the point you're making. If we come up against a team that's better than Serbia, like a Holland or whoever, then we might pay. But then Holland will perhaps give us a bit more space. I mean, the way they play, the way they set in.
Every game is different, which is why saying another game might be
It's a 1-0 victory, first game of the group, clean sheet. Honestly, I've been here, I've watched England so many, last 30, 40 years I've seen. We're normally slow starters. Historically, we're not great starters to tournaments. We're really not.
Well, look, Argentina, you go back and made a good point. They lost to Saudi Arabia in the World Cup, won.
Portugal drew the 3 group games, got out the group and won it.
Did they?
That's what they did, mate.
They drew all their group games?
They got out with... I think
they went through with 3 points?
Mate, they only won 1 game in 90 minutes.
No way.
They did. They won the tournament, mate. They only won 1 game in 90 minutes.
And that was the semi-final, Jack just said to me.
Yeah, they won 1 game in 90 minutes. They won everything else either in penalties or in extra time.
We livid with Southgate.
Go on.
It was obvious the first half, Saka, which I'm not a great lover of Saka, I have to be honest, being an Arsenal player, but he really did boss the game. And then they doubled up on him, and we had no threat on the left, which we all knew. Foden playing out of position. I'd have took off Trent because he obviously is not a midfielder. I've dropped Bellingham back, put Eze on the left who's got a lot of speed, and put Foden in the middle. And we better pray that Shaw can give us 70 minutes against Denmark, otherwise we are in trouble because that's where they attack around the right. And I thought the back 4 did well, to be honest, today.
I thought Gay was really good. I thought he played really well, Gay. I liked what he was about. He was solid.
The problem with Gay is his distribution out is not great, but give it to Stones and let him have it. But Southgate, as usual, we've gone back to where we were the last 2 or 3 tournaments. He doesn't change things, which is absolutely obvious to everybody who's got half a brain cell. And Foden,
do you think he just lacks a bit of bravery, Southgate? Just to be like, right, he goes with the tried and tested all the time. He doesn't want to really make a change. And, instead of being brave and going, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this change. I'm going to start this team. I'm going to put this player in that position because he's going to make it happen. I just don't feel like he's got enough about him to make a big call.
Absolutely fair point, that is, Jamie. Absolutely fair point. But the greatest thing that happened tonight was a 1-1 draw in the other game.
Yeah,
and
basically through.
We got 3 points, so it puts us in a good position. Yeah. But if we can get 70 minutes out of Shaw, and we can put Eze on the left, and then bring Foden inside and put Bellingham next to Shaw and let Bellingham roam forward, we got a better chance. Saka was great. It was obvious he wasn't totally fit, but he was brilliant in the first half hour. Brilliant. He even went down the outside.
You're taking out the match winner and you're putting him deeper.
Yeah, because he can go.
He won the match. No, but the goal that we scored, you can make a good case to saying that Foden wouldn't be there.
Yeah, he would, but Foden is good at the little balls through to Kane and little balls out to the wide and everything else, and then getting in the middle.
I don't think you take Bellingham out of there.
I don't think you can just because he's played there all season and he's been Real Madrid's best player.
I think you'd be mad to
and he scored the winner tonight. Right. It's simple as that. He has to play number 10. You have to drop Foden.
The answer is Foden, unfortunately, has to be on the bench.
Don't do that. If you don't do that, you've got to drop Foden and bring Manu in. I didn't think the Chelsea lad did badly when he came on. He got himself stuck into what was going on.
I think the subs did all right. I thought Bowen done well. Actually,
Bowen done well. Fair play to him. I've not been a massive advocate for Bowen getting in there.
I thought he'd done right, Bowen, defensively as well.
I thought he
kind of want to cut the free. I thought the subs actually steadied the ship a little bit.
Yeah, well, Bowen, what he did is he worked hard and he stopped crosses as well. Yeah. Like he wasn't allowing easy ones into the box.
He does that well, doesn't he, Bowen?
He does that well. Yeah, so fair play. He's one that you say, right, you deserve more of an opportunity. He puts a great ball in for Kane, and obviously they hit the bar. But no, I thought Bowen was right. Gallagher. He's going to give you energy and bite in midfield, which I think we're going to need as we move into the dawn. I don't think Trent can play in the knockout stages as a centre mid. Just don't think he can play in there.
No, we'll see on Thursday, won't we?
Cole, thanks for your call. Let's go to Wayne. He's a Villa fan, right, Wayne?
Right, Wayne,
how you doing, boys? You all right?
Wayne.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. What did you make of it?
Well, for me, first and foremost, it's the first game in the tournament, and we won. So there's a positive right there.
Yes, sir.
But for me, in the game, I was watching the game and I was thinking, there's a couple of things that I was like, wow, is that really happening? So for me, when I'm watching it, I'm watching Serbia getting on the ball in the second half and just driving straight down the middle of the park. Where was the press? Where was the people putting pressure onto the ball? For me, I think Rice carried Trent defensively. I think Trent put in some fantastic cross-field balls, which we all know he can do. But what I saw was that defensively, Rice was by himself. He was in the middle. He was getting headers on. He was defending his back four.
Rice was unbelievable tonight.
Yeah.
He put in a stellar performance.
He did. Yeah, him and Bellingham and Saka were probably our 3 best players.
I think Rice was the best player. Yeah. I mean, Bellingham gets the plaudits because he scored the goal, but if you watch his all-round performance, Declan Rice, he was everywhere. World-class performance from him.
But I also think Bellingham was very good. How many times did he make those recovery challenges and win the ball back?
You can make a case for the pair of them. You know, they linked up well. But that, like I said, go back again, mate. The same old problem. We had this conversation after Bosnia. Who plays alongside Rice? We had this conversation back in March. Who plays alongside Rice? That answer has still not been answered.
No.
Has it?
It ain't Trent.
Still. Right.
That's answered it for me tonight. Yeah. It's not Trent.
I'm inclined to agree with you, mate.
You know, you either go with Manu or you go with Conor Gallagher. Yeah, that's where you have to go.
I go Manu, mate. I go Manu. Control of the ball.
Yeah. I think a couple of other points. I think Kane, for me, I believe he's world class, but I do think that today's performance, I feel he was complacent. If you had a look at a couple of times, Bellingham's closing down the ball and Kane's just trotting, and then they managed to get out because no one's putting the pressure on the ball.
I don't know what the press was actually at times. It was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? Our press. It felt like, at one stage, you got Trent, the highest player. He was in front of... what's Trent doing there?
I think people are forgetting, Harry Kane's been injured. It's gone under the radar. He come off in some big games, and I don't think he's been 100% fit. Yeah. And I think tonight maybe you saw that he looked a bit leggy.
Well, we will find out if he feels. They have that conversation. That's where you got the fitness and conditioning staff.
Well, if you win the next game, you rest him. That's what I would do.
Why not?
Give him a rest, and see how we go from there. And hopefully get Luke Shaw back and get him some games. But let's go to Sal, who's a Man United fan. All right, Sal?
Hiya.
Hi, Sal.
Boys. I just want to say a few things. One of them is that I don't think our Southgate is the man to take us forward, to take us any further. I don't think he's the man.
You want to sack him now?
Well, I don't think it is. I tell you what I've seen so far, right? Look, against Spain, Morata, let's say Morata for Spain the other day, he got taken off. Even though he was the captain, he got taken off. We should have took Harry Kane off today. We should have given Ollie Watkins some time. We should have given the other kid from Brentford, what's his name? Tony.
What's his name?
We should have given him some minutes. Why not? Well, listen, let me say something to you boys, yeah? Goals wins you tournament.
Goals win tournaments.
Yeah.
Right?
Goals win games.
If we score goals, if we come out and we're just wiping teams out, and even if we concede 1, 2, or even 3 goals, if we were 5-0 up and we concede 3 goals, we're still winning.
But we won 1-0.
That's how you win tournaments.
But we won 1-0.
We'll find out. I think Jamie made the great point. Kane's not been fit. We'll find out whether he's fit enough.
I know that. I know he's not fit. So why? I'm not saying. Listen, I love Harry Kane.
Whether he's fit enough to start or not and play 90 minutes.
One of the best finishers in Europe, Harry Kane. Don't forget that. But obviously, we have to start him because he's our main striker. I'm not saying don't start. We have to start him. But at the end of the day, you've got to give Watkins some credit. You've got to give Tony some credit. No, I'm not saying give him half an hour. Give him 10, 15 minutes at the end.
Was ist das? talkSPORT